Hey there. In this video, I'm going to talk about eyesight improvement and correction and why I believe it's of great value for our self-development, for our lives and for the world at large. Now, this video is about why we should develop clear vision. It's not going to go in depth into how you can do this or what caused the short-sightedness or long-sightedness in the first place. If, however, you are interested in this, then have a look at the other video I produced, which describes the whole process I used and continue to use to improve my short-sightedness and bring things back into balance. Now, I say back into balance, and that's a very important point. Short-sightedness is epidemic in the modern world. In many countries, the rates of short-sighted prescriptions which are being given to children have increased significantly as we become far more focused on computer work and close-up living. The whole process which starts off short-sightedness is your eyes adapting to misuse, to being used just for close up and not having any balance. People correct this mechanically by putting lenses in front of them or having laser eye treatment or various other methods. But the truth is they're not looking at the underlying cause, which is an imbalance in how you are living. If we look around, it's certainly true that modern society is far more concerned about how we look than how we see. And this close-up life leads to a circumstance whereby we're far more in tune with what's online or on the television than we are with what's around us. Many people can name everyone on a television series they enjoy or know exactly what their favourite celebrity is up to. But they don't know the name of the person that lives next door, or they don't see the changes in the plants or flowers around them or observe anything in the natural world. Correcting the habits and the way of being that caused the short-sightedness is part of changing your life to bring balance to yourself. If you would like to have clear vision of the world, clear perception in the mind, then we need to address this. If you are short-sighted, it is probable you've been living a very short-sighted life. Your hobbies are probably up close. In your spare time, you probably do things which are the same kind of activity that caused this in the first place. You want to read books, you want to play computer games, you want to watch screens. To cause a permanent improvement to your eyesight, you need to change who you are. And that means learning to enjoy other kind of things, going out into the world, getting outside, learning to enjoy looking at nature, taking up archery, painting scenes. You need to change things. A part of this involves accepting some form of imperfection in yourself. If you have been prescribed glasses, you're probably used to having 20/20 vision. This is like having some crutches to walk with. It means your muscles are not used to doing things on their own. So for a while, you need to start to live with vision which isn't quite as corrected as that, so that your eyes can start to work for themselves. Learning to embrace the enjoyment of taking a few moments to focus on something so that your eyes can improve is a new thing. And it can feel quite strange if you're used to crystal clear, corrected vision, moving away from that. But I believe it's something that we need to embrace. My vision has always been that in order for us as a race and as individuals to keep progressing, we need to start looking more to internal solutions as our first port of call. Instead of using devices to correct something, we should see if we can correct it ourselves by improving ourselves. So whether it be learning to do the maths yourself rather than use a calculator, or memorizing the route rather than using a sat-nav, it's time to let go of the fetters of technology whenever we can learn to use this as self-improvement ourselves. Let your eyes learn to do what they're meant to do. Give them time to recalibrate. Learn the patience and the acceptance that's needed to embrace your imperfections and to train on the borderline so that you can keep improving. These are great, wonderful lessons and gifts. And the feeling of joy when something you previously couldn't see, when a line on your chart comes into focus and remains in focus, this is a wonderful thing, and there's a great joy. This trust in the adaptive abilities of your eyes is something which you need to take on board as part of this path. Now, if we look more at others and look at how this is happening in our society, this isn't just an indication of a poor lifestyle in us. It's a poor lifestyle in our race now. Let's be absolutely clear. This short-sighted maladaptation is the same as growing calluses or gaining long-term injuries from overwork. We are being encouraged and trained to look up close for more time than we should. And it starts in school, whereby we're in that class and we're made to focus, made to focus, made to focus. So the change in us is going to have to come first, but hopefully this could lead to a change in our society, whereby we start to think more about a balanced lifestyle, both in terms of education and importance. Rather than everything being close up, everything being on a screen, everything being sat down, we start to look more at physically doing things and being out. We start to let go of some of these ideals that have got us in this mess, where we want everything quick and we want everything to be profitable in terms of money. So the eyesight is really important. Our eyes are telling us that things are not in balance and we need to bring them into balance. And we cannot have a balanced view of the world when our eyes are not correct, where they're trying to adapt to an emergency circumstance, which would be someone doing too much close-up work. If we look at our race, are we looking into the future? Are we planning ahead? Or are we ripping the planet up and destroying what we've got here in a short-sighted, short-term way of doing things? So correcting vision really does help us see that we need to correct our mental outlook as well. And I think that this is why this is important. Letting go of quick solutions to our problems that cover things up is part of our development on all levels. And I believe that as this continues, as we start to see more people correct their vision, we are going to see a big change. I actually think that within 50 years, opticians are going to focus on helping people train their vision and correct their lifestyle rather than just using lenses. And in fact, you're more likely to be given lenses which train your eyes, that make things harder, like lifting weights, than you will be to be given lenses just to wear all the time to cover up that weakness. So, to summarize, correcting myopia, in my opinion, is about restoring balance and embracing a full, balanced lifestyle. And this full, balanced lifestyle means you live life more to the optimum with a better, more harmonious interaction with yourself, with others, and with the world. And this will amplify out and improve other things for all of us. My name is Martin Faulks, and I hope those few words were inspirational for anyone who's undertaking a program of eyesight correction and improvement. Until next time, let's let every word, thought, and action count.